Welcome to Many Magical Tales, short stories for kids by Christopher Durr. Thank you for joining us on another adventure.
Greetings, I'm Atlas Gray, a 14-year-old on a momentous mission from Earth. I'm the sole awakened human on the starship Odyssey, accompanied only by Cosmo, our slightly needy yet loyal android, and the ship's computer, Athena. We have a job to guide the ship safely to our destination while everyone else is in hypersleep. We are on a journey across the cosmos to explore Alpha Centauri, seeking a new home for humanity among the stars. As we will all soon discover, a simple mission is never as simple as it seems. Episode 4, Invasion. Atlas Gray signing on. I keep having this recurring dream where I'm left floating in the middle of a nebula. I'm in a suit, but there's no ship around me, and I'm alone, very alone. It's beautiful, but I'm lost and alone. I wouldn't mention it, but this is like the 30th time I've had this exact same dream. Exactly the same every time, no variations. I'm sure it doesn't mean anything, and I'm sure EarthComp psychologists would tell me it's just my subconscious dealing with the loneliness of being out here in space. Still weird. Exactly the same every time. Anyway, late last night, we received messages from the other ships and the rest of the fleet. They are 200 days behind us, give or take. There are 3 other ships, making 4 in total, including the Odyssey. The biggest is the Starship Apollo, with a crew of 250, all in hypersleep except 2, along with a droid. The Starship Ares is a military-grade starship with around 50 people and loaded with more weapons capabilities than any of the other ships. Lastly, Starship Hermes is a science vessel with a crew of about 35 people. This ship has many science tools and experiments, and a crew of mostly scientists. If there's anybody who's really going to decode the Zentari information, it will be them. It's great knowing that we are not the only ship arriving in this star system, but we are far ahead of them, which would have been the case if we continued to Alpha Centauri anyway. The only difference being that in that scenario, I would have had a full crew with a captain and the captain's staff. I have also asked the other ships to send me anything they have on this new alien species now on Earth. Someone has to know more about it than I do, which can't be hard because I barely know anything. Atlas Gray signing off. Atlas Gray signing on. I have received a longer message from the Starship Hermes. I will play the message for the log.
Atlas Gray and the Odyssey. This is Aria Nova piloting the Starship Hermes. We have received all of the Zentari data and your audio logs from the Odyssey. Simply incredible. What you have gone through the last couple of weeks is unreal. I have begun looking at the data along with my droid. There are some on this crew who would be better at decoding all the data, but they are still in hypersleep. I requested to begin waking some up, but General Tobias Whitaker felt that we should wait until we get closer to our destination before waking the crew. Also, he didn't give us much more information. He just assured us that our family was being kept safe and to not worry. He relayed the coordinates for the new destination. And that was pretty much the end of the message. I just wanted to let you know that we are with you, we are behind you, but we are coming. You are not alone out here. Everything will be okay. Please keep up the communication, and if we receive any information from Earth, we will relay it to the Odyssey. Aria Nova out.
Well, that's sort of comforting. It's good to know I'm not alone.
What do you mean by saying you're alone? What are we, chopped liver organ pieces or something? We are here too, you know.
I don't think that's how you say that, but point taken, yes, I'm sorry. I'm very thankful to have you guys. Without you guys, I really would be floating out here all alone. Anyway, I'm going to do the walks. Cosmo, you have the command. Atlas Gray out. Atlas Gray signing on. We've now also received a message from the Starship Ares.
Atlas Gray, this is Commander Alex Brisbane on the Starship Ares. We are directly behind the Starship Apollo, sticking with it as a guard ship, since it is the largest and holds the bulk of the crew members among all the ships. The Hermes is 2 months ahead of us and almost halfway between us. We are now about 6 months behind you. We have just received a couple of updates from Earth. The invading species has not attacked. It still has not communicated with anyone as far as Earthcom knows. It now has ships orbiting the Moon, Mars, and 7 ships orbiting Earth. The strange part is they are all in sync, moving at the exact same speed, on Mars as well as the 7 ships on Earth. It's very strange behavior. Earthcom has sent ships to intercept them and hopefully establish communication. That is it for the Earth updates. We have an update of our own. We have something incoming. It has been incoming for days and doesn't appear natural. We have reviewed the incident with the Zentari and have come to the conclusion that we too are on a course with a Zentari encounter ourselves. My droid has just informed me that the object is now closer than we...
The signal from the starship Ares was disrupted.
They must have just encountered a Zentari ship causing their communication to cut out. Why would the Zentari intercept them too? That doesn't seem logical. The Zentari warned me. Surely they would assume we would inform the other human vessels, including Earth. Also, we are no longer heading to Alpha Centauri. So why would they need to communicate with or intercept any of the other ships?
It is possible that they are not encountering the Zentari, but the same species surrounding Earth right now. We are assuming it is the Zentari. But what if they have been intercepted by something else?
Yeah, you make a good point. Athena, judging by the distance, how long ago was this message recorded?
About 7 days.
So whatever has happened has already happened, and maybe they have communication back. Maybe we should slow down and wait for updates. Athena, what do you think has happened?
Would you like me to detail the probabilities of this scenario, or would you like me to state my opinion overall?
Is there a difference?
Always. In my analysis, it is my considered opinion that the starship Ares, along with the starship Apollo, may have encountered the Zentari, elucidating their communication loss akin to our own experience. However, certain variables have not been duly considered. Primarily in the event of a Zentari encounter, if these entities are indeed the same Zentari or similar Zentari on a comparable vessel, it is reasonable to infer that the vessel's enormity might pose a potential similar threat to the destruction of the resurrection systems on both the Ares and the Apollo. Regardless of whether such an event has transpired or not, it is likely to have occurred about a week ago. However, I am inclined to posit a much more disconcerting possibility. Is there certainty that the species on the verge of invading Earth is not the Zentari as well? The probability of humanity encountering 2 distinct species nearly simultaneously is, to put it mildly, improbable. This brings me to my ultimate consideration. Are we unequivocally certain that the decision to proceed to the new destination provided by the Zentari aligns with the most prudent course of action? To put it plainly, we may be walking right into a trap.
So what you're saying is I was right and Atlas was wrong. Shocking.
What are you talking about, Chappie?
I knew we should have never stopped and waited for that Zentari ship to begin with.
Yeah, okay, Nostradamus bot. A little early to say you were right when this is yet to play out. We did get an immense amount of data from them, and we're also jumping to conclusions based on probability and speculation. Either way, I can't do anything about it right now. I'm going to send a quick message to the Starship Hermes, and then get some rest. I have to think about this. Cosmo, you have the command. Atlas Gray signing off. Atlas Gray signing back on. We have received a brief and disturbing message from Earth.
Attention, Acting Captain Atlas Gray of the Starship Odyssey. This is General Tobias Whitaker. Earth is being invaded. There are 7 ships on Earth, 1 on each continent. Most power has been lost across the globe, the internet is out, and many communication systems are down. The ships are very large black cubes, leading us to believe we are dealing with the Zentari. We cannot understand why your first contact with them was so vastly different from what seems to be happening on Earth. People are panicking. They have not attacked, but they are not talking. We don't know what's happening. We keep attempting to communicate, but we are not having any luck. Your family is safe at the Northcom Arctic compound. We will relay messages from them as soon as it is possible to do so. This is an active, evolving situation. Until we are certain the maps we were given are not leading you into a trap, we are advising you to stand by. We have temporarily lost communication with the Ares and the Apollo. As soon as we establish communication, we will be asking them and the Hermes to also stand by until further instruction. We may be making a grave mistake. Something is happening. I have to go. Take care of yourself and stand by. Whitaker out.
Athena, I'm recording a message. Please send it to the Hermes. Nova, this is Atlas. Have you been receiving any messages from Ares or the Apollo? We had received a message from the Ares, but it was cut off after they told us they had something incoming and believe it could be the Zentari. Now, General Whitaker has sent a message that Earth is being invaded by what he believes is possibly the Zentari. None of this is adding up. The Zentari we met never once seemed hostile. Athena has also been looking at parts of the data they gave us, and it looks legit. Something is not adding up. Please send us something. Let us know you are all right and send any updates. We are currently in the Kepler 62 system, standing by for any information. Atlas Gray signing out. This may be my last message ever. We have been hit, we are going down, and we are plummeting towards the planet closest to our last location. We have been attacked. The Odyssey has taken a heavy blow. Tell my family I love them. Athena, try to glide us in as best as possible. Everyone brace for impact. Athena, what's the damage?
The ship's propulsion system is damaged, possibly beyond repair. The hull was miraculously not completely breached. The power is still running to the hypersleep chamber. All life support systems are functioning. I don't know the status of everyone in the chambers.
All things considered, this could have been much worse.
Yes, violently attacked, then stranded on a distant planet loaded with creatures and an unknown enemy. I feel so incredibly lucky. I can't imagine anything more lucky than this.
Well, obviously your sarcasm chip is still fully functional. Athena, can you detect what the atmosphere is made of? What are we dealing with?
Scanning now. We are on Kepler 62F. To be honest with you, it is fortuitously incredibly close to Earth's atmosphere. However, the levels are still off. The nitrogen and oxygen levels are off by about 10% due to the varying balance of nitrogen and oxygen. I would still recommend wearing a full suit if attempting to go into this environment.
Athena, what's the current status of our communication system? Are we able to send and receive messages?
Currently, we can receive messages, but it seems we are unable to send them. I am actively troubleshooting to identify the issue, and I will keep you updated on my progress. Additionally, we are emitting a constant emergency signal.
Are we still recording for the log?
Yes, the recording has been continuous.
All right. Keep it recording. I want every detail documented. Also, can you determine if there is any form of life on this planet?
I can't provide an exact count, but locally I detect over 1,746 species of fauna and animals within a 10-kilometer range of our location. Among them, 8 are large predators, 2 of which are extremely large predators.
Well, that's just great. Ensure all this information is carefully documented in the log. We need to be thorough in understanding our surroundings. Of course, we land on the planet with man-eating monsters. Just fantastic. What the heck was that?
That would be one of the very big predators.
Great. Wonder if it's strong enough to do damage to the ship? Do we have enough power to bring up the shields?
As of right now, no, we do not. But some systems are coming back online.
What happened to us? Who attacked us? Were we hit by an asteroid? Can you detect anything nearby? Is there anything orbiting the planet?
Critical damage has been sustained by something. I am unable to reliably confirm any orbital vessel present within our limited radius. There are no detected ships, even though our capabilities are too weak right now to detect something that might be right there. Our attacker may be concealed on the dark side of the moon or on the opposite side of this planet. Systems would have flagged an incoming asteroid. I believe we were attacked by another ship. I believe this ship is in hiding, or it is disguised and is still nearby. We need to operate under the assumption that we are being watched.
Well, that's great.
We have just received an incoming message from the starship Hermes.
Okay, please play it.
Atlas, it's Aria Nova. We have lost all communication with Earthcom, the Apollo, and the Ares. I am breaking orders and I plan to start waking crew members. There is too much going on. Earth is under attack, the other ships have gone silent, not to mention your encounter with the Zentari. I feel the situation is extreme and spiraling out of control. I am waking my crew. The situation has changed. Things have changed. My ship's system, Thea, has decoded some of the Zentari data, and in their information, she has discovered a surprisingly simple way to speed up our ship by making a few interesting modifications to our current system. Instead of 200 days, we will be there in about a week. When we reach your location, we will use our system to wake your crew too. Then we will decide on our next course of action. We need to team up our ships and crews and reassess the situation. Stay put, we're coming. Aria Nova out.
Okay, new mission. Survive a week. Thank you for tuning in to Atlas Grey Episode 4 Invasion, presented by Many Magical Tales, written and produced by Christopher Durr.